So, your loved one has prediabetes and you want to help, but they're not ready. They change the subject, they brush it off, they say, I'm fine, or don't worry about me. And now you feel stuck, maybe even a little panicked, because you really don't want them to develop type 2 diabetes. Here's what I want you to know. There are ways to be supportive, even if your loved one is not ready for change. In this video, I'm going to show you how to respect their autonomy, stay connected, and begin to plant seeds without pushing or burning out. This is part 2 in my 3-part series on how to help a loved one with prediabetes. If you missed part 1, go back and watch that first. It's all about how to start the conversation in a way that builds trust, not tension. And if you're new here, I'm Julian Montgomery. I'm a board-certified holistic nutritionist, and I've been helping people reverse prediabetes through lifestyle and nutrition for over a decade. Okay, let's dive in on some actions you can take right now. I'm going to offer 5 ways to do this. Step 1. Respect their autonomy. Here's the first hard truth. You can't make someone care. Prediabetes is serious, but it's still their health. And even if you know what they should do, it's not going to land if they're not ready. I've worked with so many families where one person is all in. They've read the research, they've changed how they eat, and the other person just isn't there. And that creates a lot of emotional friction. It's like watching someone ignore a ticking clock and not being able to do anything about it. But here's the thing. Trying to control someone's health journey almost always backfires. It damages trust and it makes them dig in deeper. And that will just prolong the time of them not taking action. Instead, try phrases like, I know this is your choice. I just want you to know that I care. Or, I'm here for you if and when you ever want to talk more about it. Or, no pressure. I just want to support you in a way that feels helpful, not annoying. Saying this out loud may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's incredibly disarming. It helps them feel safe, not judged. And that's how change becomes possible later on. Step 2. Be a model, not a monitor. So let's say your loved one isn't open to help, but you are still making changes. Maybe you're cutting back on sugar and carbs, taking walks, trying new meals. That's great. The key is to be visible without being vocal. You're a model, not a monitor. Here's what that looks like. 1. You cook a delicious blood sugar-friendly meal and make enough for 2. 2. You head out for a walk and casually say, hey, it's beautiful outside. I'm gonna go for a loop around the block after dinner. Do you want to join me? Or 3. You stock the fridge with sparkling water or cut veggies without announcing that you've removed all the junk. What you don't want to do is comment on their food, make passive-aggressive health remarks, or point out how much better your choices are. This is about leading by example and making healthy choices feel normal, not punitive. When people don't feel pressured, they're more likely to become curious and eventually interested. Also, know your stuff. When they do ask questions, and they often do eventually, you want to be grounded in facts, not fear. That's why I always say, get educated, not activated. Something you could do is subscribe to my newsletter, where I provide actionable tips. The link is down below. Step 3, encourage small wins in other areas besides food. So here's something most people don't realize. Reversing prediabetes isn't just about food. Yes, nutrition is a powerful lever, but it's one of 4 main pillars of metabolic health. And that's a good thing, because if your loved one isn't ready to change their diet, there are still plenty of other ways to make progress. So let me break it down for you. These are the 4 pillars of blood sugar balance. 1. Food. Eating fewer refined carbs and more fiber, protein, and healthy fats can make a huge difference, as you probably already know. But food is also the most emotionally loaded pillar for many people. 2, exercise. Even a short walk after meals can improve insulin sensitivity. Studies have proven this. Movement is powerful, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes. 3, stress management. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which in turn raises blood sugar. Simple things like deep breathing, nature, music, or laughter actually do help. And 4, sleep. Sleep deprivation increases insulin resistance. Getting consistent, quality sleep can be a quiet game changer. So, if food feels off limits right now, start somewhere else. Here's how you can get creative. Say things like, want to take a quick walk after dinner? I really feel the need to move a little bit. Or, this podcast episode really helped me unwind after a stressful day. Do you want to listen while we drive? Or, I'm trying to get off screens by 9 p.m. this week. Do you want to do it with me? Or, I'm doing a 5-minute stretch challenge this week. It's low-key but fun. Do you want to join? These small, no-pressure invitations let your loved one build confidence and momentum without ever calling it a health intervention. And remember, when they experience a win, they're more likely to keep going. Step 4, don't burn yourself out. It's really easy to go from concerned to consumed, to spend hours researching, stressing, cooking, and hoping. But I want you to hear this. You're not responsible for their choices. Support doesn't mean sacrifice, and it definitely doesn't mean martyrdom. To stay grounded, you need to take care of you, too. So here are some things you can actually do to protect your emotional energy. 1, carve out solo time each day, even 10 minutes, to reset. No caregiving, no conversations, just you. 2, move your body in ways that feel good. Walk, stretch, dance, whatever gets you back into your body instead of just your thoughts. 3, write it down. A quick journal entry, even just, here's what's hard right now, can help you process emotions without dumping them on your loved one. 4, talk to someone neutral, a friend, therapist, coach, someone who can hold space for your frustration and worry without judgment. 5, laugh on purpose. Watch a funny show, call a hilarious friend, follow accounts that bring levity. This isn't shallow, it's nervous system medicine. 6, do something completely unrelated to health. Read a novel, dig in the garden, listen to music. You're allowed to have a life that isn't focused on their blood sugar. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's strategic. Because when you're resourced, rested, and emotionally grounded, you show up better. You're less reactive, more patient, and more sustainable as a support person. Step 5, the long game. Patience plus trust. Behavior change is almost never instant. It's a process, and it can be a slow one. Sometimes people have to sit with their diagnosis for a while. They need to come to terms with it emotionally before they can act on it logically. That's normal. Your job isn't to force a timeline. It's to keep the door open. And sometimes that means saying something like, no judgment at all, just know that I'm in your corner when you're ready. Or, I saw something helpful today about blood sugar. If you ever want to hear it, just let me know. Again, it's that blend of warmth and non-attachment that builds real trust. And so here are the takeaways. You don't need to force change to be helpful. When your loved one isn't ready, the most powerful things you can do are 1, respect their timeline. 2, lead by quiet example. 3, focus on small, doable wins besides food. 4, take care of your own emotional well-being. And 5, be patient. This is a long game, and your steady, non-judgmental presence is one of the best gifts you can offer. So, what happens when they do want serious support? In part 3, we'll talk about how to show up when they're finally ready to make changes. I'll walk you through science-backed ways to help, how to be a true partner in their journey, and a few things you can actually do together to make it easier and even fun. It will soon be right there. Make sure you hit subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you don't miss it. And something to keep in your hip pocket for when the time is right, my ongoing group program for reversing prediabetes called Sugar Drop RX begins at the end of August. You can join the wait list now. The link is down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, you've got this, and they're lucky to have you.